visiting something exciting at the moment, and I think this is definitely the most impressive temple I've seen in the entirety of Italy so far. And it is a fantastic temple to one of the interesting gods, the god of Neptune. So there's a massive castle wall that surrounds this town, and I think this is a very old town. Like, they said something like this was one of the original towns in Rome, and they abandoned it ages ago, so it never sort of got updated to the modern Roman times, essentially. And pretty much all that's left today is a castle wall surrounding it, and one very impressive temple, a temple to Neptune. And Neptune is the god of the sea. And I think the whole religion system of the Roman societies with their, I think it's 5 or 6 gods: Mars, Venus, Neptune, Mercury.
All the planets.
Yeah, that's actually kind of. I think there's one more.
Uranus.
I'm starting to think of the Egyptian ones. They get mixed up, but anyway, this is the massive temple. Now that's one of the coolest temples I've seen so far, and so
it's actually so much cooler than I thought, and it's so well kept.
This is a freaking cool temple. I'm so excited to check this out and be a Roman priest for the night. Are you excited to be a Roman priest?
I'm so excited. So tonight is like the special night where the entry is for free.
The special night, aka the cheapskate night. Thursday Donnerstag in
but also long
Italy.
opening hours.
Yeah. Look at that. That's a freaking pillar. That's a pillar if I've ever seen it. Gee whiz. And there's another one over there. So this is the Templo di Neptuno. I think that's how you say it in Italian. And not only that, like, we also have so many ruins around, so that's what I'm going to be doing for the next while.
How cool is it? How cool is it? Like, you can actually like walk on it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, you don't want to wreck it, but it's cool that you actually get to touch it.
Yeah. This is definitely the coolest temple I've seen in... I think this is definitely the coolest temple I've seen in all Italy so far, and I've been to Pompeii and Rome. Wowee. Temple to Neptune. I swear to God, I'm ready to go convert and be a Neptune priest. What do you reckon, Gita?
Cool.
Are you about to be a Neptune priestess? The priestess to
Right.
Neptune?
Sure.
Where's the trident, bruh?
It's crazy, like,
That
it
is-
looks so nice right now.
What?
It looks so nice right now that it almost looks so unreal. Like, you look at it and it just looks so unreal.
Yeah, yeah. I can't believe that this
So
is
well kept.
still preserved. Oh my freaking goodness.
I don't know if it's that old though,
I think it is.
but it was
But-
definitely rediscovered.
That's because they abandoned it because the marshland around here had putrid air, and they were getting attacked by the Saracens. I don't know how to say that. Saracens or something. So they decided, let's just freaking ditch it all. Let's ditch this town. Ditch this town and let's leave. So
Sorry.
Gita's bothering people. Gita Zubo.
I thought he was standing there, didn't I? It's like,
Are you bothering people, Gita? This is 100% my favourite temple. This one right here. I'm a Neptune priest right now. Sign me up. The temple's so cool. Sign me up. It's massive, hey? Like those pillars, that's a chongo pillar. That's what I call it in my language.
you can't even appreciate how big it is if you don't like compare the people to it.
Yeah, that's right. Let's head in. Let's go do some worship. Wow.
That's what I meant. Actually, only this side of the temple is open.
That's a massive pillar. That's an ancient pillar right
Can I
there you're
almost
touching.
fit around it?
No, not quite.
Oh, it's missing.
A fair bit. So my favorite thing about these kind of places is like, you appreciate this for a second. people were down there worshipping thousands of years ago, and it's just crazy that this still exists today. And it really takes you back. Like you can come and stand in this temple and appreciate what it was for them back in the day. I think I'm ready to be a Neptune priest now, straight out. But you imagine this, building this 2,000 years ago, like how the hell did they get the stones up there? Like it's not just that it's still existing today, but they constructed it well enough and it's still existing because of their construction techniques. But not to mention, this temple, that rock right there, that would have been built by a slave. So slavery was a big thing that like contributed to these kind of things. Without that, without slavery, some of these things wouldn't have been achieved straight out. It's crazy. I wonder how many people died building this temple. Such a massive temple. This is the Basilica Stitcho in maintenance. So a very old basilica. Not the most impressive basilica I've seen, considering that some of them are still intact fully with their crazy art. But every time you come into an ancient place like this, I feel like I always think like someone existed here 2,000 years ago, 1,000 years ago. Someone was walking up here praying like ages ago, kind of thing. It's just a different era.
I feel like it's so much more impressive than the other ones we've seen, or like than some of them in Rome.
Yeah.
Just because it's so well kept.
But the sunset
So cool.
really makes it as well. I feel like I can imagine myself in a life where all I care about is praying to Neptune and coming to the Basilica. And that's what I like about this. These ruins here are just so amazing as well. Like you can see that there would have been a floor over here, and this is their underfloor heating system. So perhaps this building used to be a ancient bathhouse where they'd have steam and stuff coming through the floor and the fires underneath. When you see it like in person like that, it makes you appreciate how real it was and how smart they were to have running water and heating buildings and all these kind of modern things you take for granted because like the air conditioners, they had that thousands of years ago. It's just phenomenal.
In their own way, really.
That's right. I think one of the reasons why I like this temple so much is it exactly reminds me of one of the buildings you could build in Age of Empires. I think it was the Academy in Age of Empires, the original, and it looked exactly kind of like that temple. So I think like some of those memories are being triggered as I'm exploring this temple as well. I think that's another reason why I love it so much. I'd like to give a special shout out to this temple that was built in 600 BC and they buried it, the Romans, as a sign of respect. It was not their culture, but they buried it as a sign of respect. So this building, 600 BC, is perhaps 2,600 years old. Crazy. So that's definitely my favourite temple so far that I've seen in Italy. I tell you what, I hope you can appreciate why. That is such an amazing temple. I'm ready to go worship Neptune. Hey, what about you, Gia? Do you think you're about to be a priestess?
Almost, pretty close.
The goddess of Neptune or whatever?
I really like this park here. I think it's called like an...
It's a park now, but it used to be an ancient city
That's right.
that they abandoned. So perhaps that's why it's so well kept. And then the malaria kept everyone away, so very, very interesting. And gee whiz, they have some amazing architecture and ruins and stuff in Italy. It's just phenomenal. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm so happy that it's still so well kept, and that's so cool that they open it up for the public now.
Yeah.
So you can walk around and actually get kind of like a picture in your head of what it was like.
Yeah.
Because if you walk through like the big temple instead of just going through a museum and looking at photos, you just actually feel like so small, and you look up. And
Like
feel
when
like,
you touch that
real.
pillar. When you touch that pillar, you just feel like someone built this like so long ago. It's just an ancient thing, and like I don't use that word lightly, but like even like everything here is just so impressive. Like even this road. If you think that this road, these cobblestones, have been here for thousands of years,
Pretty cool. I think that's my favourite thing about it. It feels real.
Yeah, it feels real. That's it.
Lots of other things don't.
It feels real, and you can imagine yourself like, yep, I could have been a priest. I could have sat over there and I could have wrote my book and prayed and whatever, worshipped Neptune. And that's how they did it back in the day. So, sun's setting now. We're gonna finish off exploring the ruins, but hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked, then subscribe.
And make sure if you're ever in this area to check it out.
Paestum.
Paestum.
Paestum
in
with the
southern
weird
Italy.
AE thing.
Right.